Let's start with the Knicks. Brought in a bunch of new faces. There's a lot of discussion about what kind of offense they're going to play. It's been an up and down ride here so far for New York. What have you seen from the Knicks so far?
Well, what I've seen isn't what I think the Knicks wanted me to see. And I say that because Jeff Hornacek, like any coach, wants to run an offense that he's familiar with. He's not familiar with the triangle offense or the triple post offense. And when the coach doesn't have the faith in what he's running, you can't expect the players to.
There's Golden State, 4-2 here early. What have you seen from the Warriors so far?
Well, the Warriors can score. That's one thing that they can do. But the question behind that, as a former coach, I want them to be more mindful of their shot selection and their turnovers. Because you can score doesn't mean that every time you have an open shot, it's the appropriate shot to take.
Do you look at that roster and see hope that they can be a good defensive team?
Well, they got good athletes, all right? Now, Zaza may not be as good as Bogut in blocking shots, but he understands how to play the basketball game. He's a big body, all right? But they're long and they're athletic. So the secret to playing good defense is knowing when to and how to help your teammate. And so you got
Tim Duncan not sitting on that bench. What's the ceiling for the San Antonio Spurs now?
Well, I think Pop will nurse his team along, and they'll no pressure. He'll give guys rest. He'll continue to teach them and guide them, and he'll have them fresh. And they'll understand, once again, knowing your roles. They'll have the chemistry that he wants coming down the stretch after All-Star break. He's got good talent, and the pressure's not on them. The pressure's on the teams up front of them, because you hear those footsteps, that's the San Antonio Spurs.
So Jim Cleamons, I'm Bram Weinstein. Let's take a look at the highlights between the Celtics and the Cavaliers. How about LeBron James to Tristan Thompson?
Well, one of the things with the Cleveland Cavaliers, you have to run deep. They run their big right down the middle of the floor, and they spread it.
Threes have been falling here early for Cleveland. They have been taking them and hitting them easily. Here's Kyrie Irving.
Well, Kyrie's got a two-man game out there, and to put him in screen and roll, he's going to get what he wants 9 out of 10 times.
And there he was again. And now LeBron one more time. How about that look to Shumpert?
That's a great find. You talk about being a point, a guy can do it all. That just exemplifies how well a player LeBron is.
A little turnover here leads to Kyrie going the other way and finding LeBron James for this wild finish.
That's just a setup. That's straight out Sandlot, but once again, you talk about guys having fun. He knows who we had running with him. Come on, big guy, I'm gonna give you an easy deuce.
You're seeing some chemistry here between these two that might be different.
Well, I tell you what, winning a championship just lets your personalities down a little bit, and you just want to have fun now.
So Boston was in this thing, but late. How about LeBron to Kyrie for that finish?
Well, that's what you call an old high post split, and LeBron read it just like he's supposed to do.
They're 5-0 for the first time in any season since the mid-1970s. There's something going on here that might be a little different than even in the years past with Cleveland.
Well, you hear players always say, what's my role? Well, after you win the championship, guys either know their roles or they accept the roles even though they may not like it. But once again, when you're winning, you can't complain.
I wonder if you're seeing that in Cleveland, because constantly for the first couple of years back, what is Kevin Love's role? Where does he fit in this? What is Kyrie Irving's role? Where does he fit in all of this? Is that changed now? Do you see those roles being defined for all of those players?
Well, I think they not only define their roles, the players start becoming comfortable with their role. And the most important thing, I think, last year when they were down 3-1 in the finals, LeBron took over, but he also shared the ball with Kyrie. And it wasn't necessarily LeBron's game. It was they learned to play with each other because they kept the pressure on the Golden State Warriors, and the Golden State Warriors had no answers for them. It's a wonderful thought, but there's not a greatest of all time. You can say one of the best, among the best, a terrific player, but there's no standard. It's only an opinion and favoritism. There's not a clear winner. There are many categories, such as championships, games played, winning percentage, MVPs, the talent level, skills, rebounding, assists, and a terrific legacy. Every era has talent. Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, Jerry West, Oscar Robertson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Michael Jordan. The greatest of all time is a misstatement to the individual and to the game. There's no way to validate who would be the winner. It's just merely an opinion and not a fact.